Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Oakland Athletics taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And taking the ball for the Dodgers, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
And here it comes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And here is Tyler Soderstrom, the 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back. 1 out, bases empty. That one not close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. One down, bases empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. Fires across the diamond. 2 quick outs at the top of the first here tonight. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
And that's a little bit high. 2-2. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Next pitch misses way outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. A's go quickly and quietly there. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And towing the slab in this one, number 53. How about a report on him, Chris?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And that one is going to go. A gigantic blast. The Dodgers strike first. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Mookie now.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Kicks and deals. Fouls one off. 2-2.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
The wind of the pitch. And Mookie takes.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Over to first, and he's saved. Wouldn't chase that time.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
And he grounds one back up the middle. That's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. And a pitch. Off the mark there. And a count 2-1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's one away.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
2 on, 1 out. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Righty delivers. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So first and second with 2 outs. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a pitch. And that one got a piece of him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Michael Conforto will climb in.
Now, Boog, I'll tell you firsthand, retired players, we miss a lot of things about playing the game in our playing days, but getting drilled by a pitch like that usually isn't something we talk about.
In the dirt, 2-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Bases loaded, 2 down. Out there to center. Lede drifts towards it. Brings it in. And that ends the inning. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Second inning set to go. And now the catcher comes up to him. Shea Langoliers. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
That's a good miss off the inside part of the plate. You'd much rather miss there than out over the plate where this guy could do some real damage.
Hard on the ground to first. Freeman steps on the bag. One up, one down. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler.
The right fielder, number 4, Lawrence Butler.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
The 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The Dodgers leading by a run here at the top of the second. And that one in the air center field. Outman sizing this one up. Squeezes it. And there's 2 away.
Batting fifth, the third baseman.
Here's Miguel Andujar. Swings through that.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Misses outside, and the count is filled up. The wide to kick the pitch. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Freeman pulls that one down, and that is that. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down 1-0. Back here in LA, here's the center fielder, James Outman. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. And a good eye there.
It's a good take.
Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
And now Kim. That misses the zone. 2-1.
2-1.
Outman aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner on the go. Bounced up the middle. The throw wide at first, and both runners are safe.
Boogie doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base, and when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. comes the 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The pitch. The punch out there, and that's the first out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The first base,
Freddie
number
Freeman
5.
up to the dish.
Freddie Freeman.
First and second, 2 down. Got him. That's out number 3. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 1 and the A's nothing. And we're back on to the 3rd inning. This is J.J. Bleday.
J.J. Bleday.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Luis Urias. The 1-1. Check swing, no appeal. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off, 2-2. Good eye in that spot. The A's down by a run. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And there's ball 4.
Batting up.
And now the first baseman.
Number 16.
At the belt and fires. Swinging a foul straight back. The 1-2. The other way, and it goes just foul. And the righty deals. Cut on and miss, struck him out. 2 out.
Man, that looked like a pretty good swing, and I was waiting for it to get hammered somewhere. I mean, breaking ball, but he just somehow missed it. Timing looked solid, and his balance was there. He wasn't out on the front foot. Great pitch to hit, but just came up with nothing but air. So, tell you what, that's not a good feeling at all.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and now it's going to be Jacob Wilson. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Urias, the runner at first with 2 gone. Next offering way off the plate. Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 outs. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Kicks and fires. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith hauls it in to end the inning. 1 left for Oakland. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Set for the bottom of the third. The batter now will be Will Smith. The pitch. And now it's even up. On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Max Muncy at the dish. Left-hand batter waits. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. And another ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. Muncy hits a high fly ball, right field. That one carrying. That's long gone. And this place is rocking. It's 3-0.
That pitch looked like the splitter, but normally doesn't stay that high in the zone. The bottom falls out, at least to bring it around belt level. But that one just stayed up, and with that kind of velocity, it's going to get hit really hard, as it did right there.
Now a chance for Andy Pajes. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. And he deals. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Pajes into second, and he's got a double.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Man at second.
That's a ball.
You know, these Dodgers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Righty to the plate. In the air to left, down the line. And a foul ball.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Swings and misses. One gone here.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. A new pitcher in the game, Jason Alexander. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Boog, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
And the 3-1. That one fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. Line to left. Fair ball. Around third. He scores, and they lead by 4. He's in at second with a 1-out double.
They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
So up next, Kim. The pitch. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, right field. Butler in position. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The designated hitter, Shohei.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Line drive. Brings it in for the 3rd out. So they get 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 4 and the A's nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Tyler Soderstrom. Got it by him for the K.
I'm not sure that was the exact location the pitcher wanted, but it worked. He got the swing and miss, and I'm sure a bit of sigh of relief after seeing that one go through the zone.
The Dodgers leading by 4, top half of inning number 4. And another ball.
1 strike.
Just off the outside edge. 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
So man aboard, Shea Langoliers, the next to hit. And a pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They get it in quickly. So 1st and 2nd, now 1 out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. And here it comes.
Ball,
And it skips in the dirt. Runners at 1st and 2nd with 1 gone. In the air, out towards left center, on the move. Makes the catch. Runner tags at 2nd, and he moves up to 3rd. Now 2 away. So they're at the corners now. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Miguel Andujar. And another ball.
1 strike.
This to 3rd, Muncy. Sends it to 1st. That ends the frame. A's strand a couple. They're down 4-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Bottom 4. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
2 strikes.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around 1st, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Anytime you can drive a ball into the gap the other way, it feels so good, and that's when you know you're right where you need to be at the plate. It's even better when it gets you extra bases. Gotta love looking in at your dugout and seeing your teammates fired up.
Now
One
here
ball,
is
two
Freddie
strikes.
Freeman. Man at second. That's
2 balls,
inside.
2 strikes.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And it's caught for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Will.
Here's the catcher to hit, Will Smith. Betts, the runner at second with one away. And a foul ball. Right side, hard hit. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Muncy to hit. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
2 outs. Muncy hits one in the air. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground. And a run comes in to score.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Struck him out looking. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Dodgers 5 and the A's. Ready now for the 5th inning. Leading off, J.J. Bleday. And another ball. Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Number 78 up and loosening in the pen. Number 86 getting loose as well. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And that one's a little bit low. Counts full, 3-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Luis Urias up next for the
The
A's.
second baseman, Luis.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Ground ball up the middle. What a stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. And here's the first baseman. 2 down, nobody on. And a ball evens the count.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
That just misses, and that's ball 3.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
2 outs. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. comes a pitch. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for the A's. It's 5-0. Bottom of the inning, here's the left fielder, Michael Conforto. And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1.
The center fielder, number 33.
And now the center fielder, James Outman. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Kicks and deals. That to right. Butler sizes this one up. Brings it in.
Up next for the Dodgers, the designated hitter, Shohei.
And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss.
1 ball.
Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Man on second, 2 down. That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
Here's the 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that should be extra bases. Outman coming home. He'll score. It's 6-0. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Picks himself up at RBI. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit.
On to pitch now for Oakland, Hogan Harris.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
That one catches the zone. Now 1-2.
2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. A run, a hit, and a man left. We're through 5. It's the Dodgers 6 and the back here at Dodger Stadium. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now at the plate, Jacob Wilson. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and there's one away.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with a fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
And that's in the dirt.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Off the mark there. 3 balls and a strike. Soderstrom checks his swing. Appeal to third. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Brent Rooker up next for the A's. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1 ball.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Next offering upstairs. Struck him out swinging. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Soderstrom leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's outside. 3-2 now. Lawrence Butler in the on-deck circle for the A's. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Outman pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 6 and the A's nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now Freddie Freeman. The wind and the pitch, and it is 2-1. Activity in the bullpen. Number 28, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Into center, on his way over. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down.
Now batting, the catcher,
Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And another ball. Bounced out to short. Wilson gets it to first, and they get the out on Smith.
the third baseman, number 13.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Muncy.
2 down, nobody on. Now a fly ball to right center. Butler sizing this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Offense held in check there. We're through 6 full. It's the Dodgers 6 and the A's nothing. So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, number 78.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Marietta.
Right-handed reliever. Got him swinging.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. J.P. Fireeisen looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia getting cranked up as well. That one the other way. Takes it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. J.J. Bleday up next for the A's. 2 outs, base is empty. That one ripped right center field. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Man at second here with 2 away. Luis Urias up next for the A's. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Man at second. A swing and a soft liner. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. The A's strand 1. They still find themselves down 6-0. Back here in LA, and now the right fielder, Andy Pajes. And that one fouled off. And another ball. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
A little bit high. And that's ball 3. The pitch. Left field. Sizes this one up. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
The batter, number 6.
Next to hit, Kim. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this
fly ball center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. The run comes in from second. It's 7-0.
well done, drives in the run. He clearly didn't catch that one on the big part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And you know, on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in there sometimes.
Next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. And that's too high.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Mookie Betts waits on deck. Two outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. 8th inning coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the A's nothing. Ready to begin the 8th. Digging in for Oakland, number 16. The wind of the pitch. And a strike. Just off the outside edge. It's 2-2. Good job to fight that one off. The 2-2. Good eye right there. Here comes a 3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Inside ball 4.
The batter, the left fielder.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Tyler Soderstrom will hit next. Left-hand hitter waits. Just missed. Right-hander kicks, deals. Hit in the air, center field. Outman has this one sized up. Makes the grab. 2 away.
Now batting, designated
Man at first, and now the DH, Brent Rooker. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-1. Wilson off of first with 2 away. Next pitch is outside. And he walked him.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the 2nd time he's taken ball 4.
First and second, 2 down. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. 2 on, 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And the pitch. In the air, left field. Conforto settles underneath it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Dodgers 7 and the A's nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark.
The shortstop.
A new arm into the game. The righty, Michel Otanez.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
2-2 to count.
Lifted in the air, out to left. Soderstrom should have this one. Corrals it. 1 down. And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one. A massive home run. And they add a run. It's 8-0. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So 1 out, nobody on. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Hit hard. That gets through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
There's a swing and a drive. And a base hit. Smith rounds second on his way to third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity. And at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Digging in, Andy Pajes. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up...
Base hit and a run comes in.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now here is James Outman. Popped up. Wilson makes the grab, and that will end the inning. They put 2 on the board on 4 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. Through 8 full, it's the Dodgers 9 and the A's nothing. All set to start the 9th in this one. At the plate, Lawrence Butler.
Lawrence Butler.
The pitch. That one drilled left field.
Nope.
And foul ball. One and 2 now. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a...
Miguel Andujar.
JP Fireeyes will take over here.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
1 down, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
1 strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers use 3 pitchers to combine for the shutout.
Well, when you win by 9 runs, you have plenty of insurance runs. It's a huge confidence boost when you can just put that many runs up on the board. And I'll tell you what, the next game starter is saying, hey, I hope you all save some runs for me. I want to get a win as well.
9-0 your final in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
This is it, what? Lucini pouring from the sky, let's get rich, what? The Jiki vibes with sugar dimes, can't quit.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 9 runs, 16 hits, no errors. They left 11 runners on base. For the Athletics, no runs on only 2 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.